the barriers, in my view, that affect youth participation in politics is one, the monetization of our politics. To run a parliamentary election today, as per UBOS, is that you require over 600 million. That money is wishful thinking. It can't be music to any young person's ear, so it's unaffordable. Elections are unaffordable. So it means that we must have a strategy of how to decommercialize the political process. That is one. Two is that young people often, more and not, are hindered by their own lack of organization. Is that we are most times used to mobilize for those who occupy these offices eventually, but we forget to organize our own selves. So we seem to not learn from the Arab Spring, where young people mobilized themselves and led to the fall of the government of Austin Mubarak. But then later on, when Austin fell down, another old guard took over. So I think we need to organize ourselves, but also mobilize ourselves intentionally. Then the third is, of course, the socio-economic challenges that we find ourselves in as young people. The lack of employment, which makes us vulnerable to those who come seeking for these elective offices. Because of our socio-economic situation, then the vulnerability becomes inevitable, and therefore somehow affecting the consciousness of our decisions. Political parties should appreciate that they are the foundation and the building blocks of our multi-party dispensation, and that it is through political parties that leaders emerge, and it is through these political parties that policies, they are the think tanks of the policy directives of the country. So it means the NRM gives us the policy directive of the country, whereas the opposition gives us the alternative policies that we should be able to look at. So political parties are very important, but they should appreciate that their sustainability and their future is incumbent on how they prepare their youthful membership within the political parties. The parties must be intentional on creating platform for young people, because this faction of people represent the future of the political parties, and they cannot be ignored in any way. This is the clarion call to each and every young person that you cannot win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. That's to mean that you cannot want to make change in this country if you want to do it as a bystander. There is a political process coming up. We have the National Youth Council elections coming up. Pick interest to participate in these processes. We have the political parties are going to have processes beginning within their political parties. Pick interest and participate in these processes, so that eventually you're part of the key decision makers that will choose who represents you at what level, be it at parliamentary level, at local council level. Each level is important because that's where decisions that affect how much taxes you pay, how much money government sends to education at district level is made by these individuals. So have an interest, go and update your voter registrar, and be part of this process. Stand out to be counted.